What if you could buy your next car as easily as ordering a book online? And what if this change could spell doom for traditional car sales models? Welcome to the future of car sales, a future that is not as distant as you might think. In a bold move that is set to revolutionize the auto industry, Amazon recently announced plans to sell new Hyundai vehicles starting in 2024. But that's not all. The online retail giant also hinted at an expansion to other car manufacturers, a move that could potentially turn the traditional car sales model on its head and put the likes of CarMax and Carvana in a precarious position. Speaking of CarMax and Carvana, the recent chip shortage has dealt a significant blow to their used car sales model. During this shortage, they had to pay top dollar for used vehicles, a cost that was inevitably passed on to their customers. The result? Overpriced used vehicles sitting in lots, gathering dust because new vehicles are now less expensive. Imagine the irony. The very model that was meant to provide cost-effective alternatives for customers is now becoming a liability. And this is where Amazon, with its vast infrastructure and innovative approach to retail, steps in. By selling new vehicles online, Amazon effectively eliminates the exorbitant markups charged by new car dealerships. This not only disrupts the traditional dealership model, but also puts immense pressure on used car sales models like those of CarMax and Carvana. Amazon's approach bears an uncanny resemblance to Tesla's successful business model. By eliminating the middleman, they have managed to offer customers a seamless and cost-effective car buying experience. If Amazon can replicate this success on a larger scale, we could be looking at a significant shift in the way cars are bought and sold. As we anticipate this shift, one can't help but wonder, are CarMax and Carvana on borrowed time? Is it possible that a new car could cost less than a used one? Now that's a question that would have seemed absurd not too long ago. However, we are in a unique situation where this might just be the case. Let's take a closer look at CarMax and Carvana. These companies have made a name for themselves by offering a wide range of used vehicles. They've capitalized on the belief that used cars provide more value for money. But here's the twist. They are currently grappling with a significant problem. You see, during the global chip shortage, these companies paid top dollar for used vehicles. The logic was simple. With new cars in short supply due to the chip shortage, the demand for used vehicles would skyrocket. But as it turns out, the gamble hasn't quite paid off. Now, CarMax and Carvana are saddled with an inventory of overpriced used vehicles. The problem? Consumers are balking at the high prices. And who can blame them? When new vehicles are rolling out of the factory and onto dealership lots, it's natural for customers to compare prices. The result? They're finding that new vehicles are sometimes less expensive than these overpriced used ones. It's like walking into a store and finding out that the shiny, brand new item on the shelf is cheaper than the used one. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening in the car market right now. So, what seemed like a smart business move by CarMax and Carvana is turning into a bit of a headache. They're stuck with a stockpile of used vehicles that they need to sell, but they're struggling to do so because the prices are too high. It seems like a paradox, but the reality is, new vehicles could actually be cheaper. The car market is in uncharted territory, and it's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out. But one thing's for certain, this price problem is shaking up the industry in ways we never imagined. What is the secret weapon that Amazon has in this car sales war, you might ask? Well, it's something that's been in the making for years. It's the robust and sprawling infrastructure that Amazon has built, which stands as an unbeatable advantage in the car sales market. Think about it. Amazon has a global network that spans across continents, reaching millions of customers at the touch of a button. This vast reach isn't just in terms of consumers, but also in terms of supply chain management, logistics, and delivery. With this infrastructure, Amazon can ensure seamless transactions, efficient vehicle deliveries, and excellent customer service, all of which are crucial in the car sales market. But that's not all. Amazon's online model is another game changer. Traditional car sales involve dealerships which, let's face it, often put a significant markup on new cars. This markup is a major part of why buying a new car can be so expensive. But with Amazon's plan to sell new cars online, this could soon change. By selling directly to customers, Amazon can effectively eliminate the middleman, the new car dealerships, and with it, the substantial markups. This means customers could buy new vehicles at prices that are much closer to the actual cost of the vehicles. Imagine the appeal of that. Brand new cars with all the latest features and technologies, available at lower prices than ever before. And let's not forget Amazon's reputation for customer-centric services. From easy returns to efficient customer support, Amazon has always prioritized customer satisfaction. This ethos will undoubtedly extend to their car sales venture, providing customers with a hassle-free buying experience that is as smooth as it is cost-effective. So, as we look into the future of car sales, one thing seems clear. Amazon's infrastructure and customer-centric approach, combined with its innovative online model, might just be the game-changer in this industry. How does a successful electric car company factor into this equation? Let's delve into that. Tesla, a name synonymous with electric car innovation, has been a pioneer not just in technology, but also in terms of its business model. It's a model that Amazon plans to emulate, and this is where the story gets interesting. Tesla's business strategy is unique in the automobile industry. They bypass the traditional dealership model, selling their vehicles directly to consumers. This approach has multiple advantages. For one, it allows Tesla to control the entire sales experience, ensuring that their brand message is delivered as intended. It also eliminates the need for haggling over prices, a practice that often leaves consumers feeling frustrated. Moreover, this direct-to-consumer approach eliminates the middleman, cutting out the dealership markups and overhead costs. As a result, Tesla can price their vehicles competitively and pass on the savings to the consumer. It's a win-win situation, one that Amazon is keen on replicating. However, it's not all smooth sailing. Tesla's approach has faced legal hurdles, with some states in America enforcing laws that require cars to be sold through dealerships. Tesla's response? They've opened showrooms where customers can view and test drive cars, but purchases are made online, sidestepping these laws. Amazon, with its enormous infrastructure and online presence, is in a strong position to follow Tesla's lead. It's a move that could potentially eliminate huge markups by new car dealerships, shifting the balance of power in the car sales industry. Yet, it's important to remember that copying a business model doesn't guarantee success. Amazon will need to navigate regulatory challenges, manage logistics, and deliver a seamless buying experience to succeed. Given their track record, it's not a stretch to think they could pull it off. If Amazon can replicate Tesla's success, it could be a game-changer for the car sales industry. It's a big if, but one that could redefine the future of car buying. So, what does the future hold for car sales? As we peer into the crystal ball of the automotive industry, a few key trends emerge. First and foremost, we've seen the announcement that Amazon, the global retail giant, will start selling new Hyundai vehicles from 2024. But Amazon isn't just stopping there. They're planning to expand their selection to include other car manufacturers. This move is poised to shake up the car sales industry in a big way. In contrast, companies like CarMax and Carvana, who made large investments in used vehicles during the chip shortage, are now facing a tough market. As the price of new vehicles becomes more competitive, these companies are struggling to offload their overpriced used car inventory. It's a classic case of supply and demand throwing a wrench into the best-laid plans. And then there's the Amazon advantage. With its massive infrastructure, Amazon is set to disrupt the traditional car sales model. No more haggling with dealers over prices, no more hidden fees. Amazon's entry into the car sales market could mean a more transparent, hassle-free buying experience for consumers. Amazon is also taking a page out of Tesla's playbook by eliminating the middleman. Tesla's direct-to-consumer model has proven successful, and Amazon certainly has the resources to replicate it on a larger scale. This could spell trouble for traditional car dealerships, who rely on markups to make a profit. So, what can we expect from the future of car sales? Well, it's likely we'll see a shift towards online sales, a move towards transparency in pricing, and a shakeup in the traditional dealership model. And as always, the companies that adapt to these changes will be the ones who succeed. As the landscape of car sales changes, one thing's for sure: the road ahead is going to be a fascinating ride.